Okay. Mm. Okay. Yeah, what I don't want to see is price break below this range. That's what I don't want to see. Okay, so let's see what happens here. I'm monitoring this very closely because I'm in this swing. You know what, man? I'm in my swing account as well. And I'm debating if I should let this run to 700, 600, or if I should take the profits now. I mean, my stop is already in profit, so um, I guess right now I'm trying to determine what would be the best area to get out of this if this trade collapses on me. Which, I mean, if they hold this range, it should be good, but um, they just need to hold this range. Yeah, they just need to hold this range right here. If y'all guys with me last night, we started a position all the way down here at the bottom of this range. We got all our targets hit. I did move my runner up to like 700, so we'll see if we can get that today. But we'll see. The Bulls definitely need to hold this range. They are buying it off of VWAP and they're buying it off of the 200, so they definitely need to hold this. Mm. This range right here is going to be make or break for the Bulls. It's make or break. They have to hold this range right here. This is the range that they got to hold because anything underneath this range, if we get another retest of this range right here, we're going down. We can't, the Bulls can't They this range right here can't handle another retest. It'll be highly likely the bears would trade through this range. It will be highly likely. So the bears or the bulls, they definitely have to hold. They have to hold here. Good morning, Night Fart. Okay, so it looks like the bulls are about to break out this range and use it as support. I mean, if we can get a break above the 21 and VWAP here, or the 21 and the 50, we're good. There's nothing in the way. There will be nothing in the way. So we just need to see that breakout here. The breakout, pull back, and then that move to the next level. If we see a break below this range and VWAP and 200, well, that's not going to be good news for the bulls, because that means you'll have both the 21, 50, VWAP, and 200 EMA above price, and that's going to be hard to overcome. So the bulls definitely need to put out all the stops here at this range. But I won't lie though, it does feel kind of bearish. It does feel like the bears have the momentum. For whatever reason, it does feel like they do have it and that the bulls are struggling. It doesn't mean that the bulls ain't going to be successful. It just seems like right now, it seems like the bears kind of, I guess they still carrying that momentum from yesterday. They're trying to knock this thing down, but we'll see. And as I look on Bookmap, it does seem like there's just like a wall right here that's pushing price down. Okay, there. Well, let's see. It does look like the bulls are trying to push through this. Okay, we'll see. Okay. All right. Yeah, that doesn't. We'll see. Yeah. Mm. I'm gonna keep my eyes, a close eye on how price reacts when it comes up to this neckline right here. I want to see if the bears are gonna come in right there and try to knock price down, or if the bulls can push past it, trade up into this range, and once buyers are taking profits, if they can hold above it. So that's what the bulls are going to have to do. But first, the bulls are still having trouble at this range. I mean, they're holding it for right now, but we don't want to see a nasty red candle because that candle will be devastating. That's what we don't want to see. All right, so let's see what they do here. Let's see what they do. We need a strong break above this level right here. We need a strong break. Okay. All right, so that's a strong close above that level. Okay. That should be good. We should be going back up into that range. Okay. I mean, if the bulls can find support here, that would be great. That would definitely be great right here. We'll definitely shoot up into this range if they can just find support right there. I do see that right now, bears will try here. We have a double top. So the bears will come in and they will try. But I have confidence that the EMA right here, if price does get, if price does drop into this area, there's going to be buyers here at this EMA. Now that we kind of got the breakout from this range, there are definitely going to be buyers here. Hey, what's up, J Stores? What's up? What's up? Hopefully you was able to capitalize on the position that we talked about last night because shit, man, did it happen perfectly. We got that move out of that range. They found slight resistance coming back into this range. We saw that breakout. We're just now seeing the support, and now we're seeing a move back up into this range. Uh, I mean, I think we can go up to 700, but I mean, obviously, we're gonna have to get above that high at 600, 650, or yeah, 650 is probably all we see today, honestly, because I mean, we're not getting that strength up. We're not getting that right now. So I mean, unless they put this in overdrive after the 9 o'clock algo, 650 might be all we get. But I do have my sight set on 700. I do have my sight set on that. Yeah, I'm happy to see that, man. That's what that night stream is all about, man. The pre-market stream is the goal for that stream is just to find a setup over pre-market that we can hold overnight. Because during my chart study, all I see is price setting itself up in the pre-market around that 9, 10 o'clock area or around that 9, 10 o'clock time. And if you can get a good position around that time, you can hold it overnight. And when New York opens, either you're just about to get your targets hit or you've already gotten them hit. And that's all that evening stream is about. So the Bears, okay, there we go. All right, that gives me confidence. Get back into this range right here. Okay, so they are kind of finding resistance at the bottom of this range. All right, so either that's a mean double top, 455, 455, or they should hold this. This is the truth for the Bulls right now. And they need to hold this because either this can be a victory for the Bulls or a tragedy for them. This is definitely a double top. The Bears will try here. We don't want price to go underneath this level. We don't want to see price break, come back and retest, because a retest here, that will be confirmation that the Bears are in control. We don't want to see price get rejected off of this level. What we really want to see is for the Bulls to find support here at 45, get back up into this range, break out from this range, find support for it to move higher. That's what we want to see. So I'm just going to close that position. I just closed my swing position because that's looking like a double top. And the market can't handle another. You know what? Honestly, what I should do is probably take some of that off just in case. The market can't handle another retest of this range. It can't handle it. It will break through it. So I'm gonna still leave this runner. I'm gonna still leave it, but I will drastically reduce my risk here. I'm gonna put my stop underneath this range. And it's looking like the Bears are trying to come in and trying to reject it at this level. And that's what we can't see that. So yeah, I'll just put my stop underneath this range. All right, so the Bulls got to hold this. The Bulls got to hold this. I mean, we could possibly see. All right, so let me see. Let me just make sure. So yeah, that's how much. I probably put this probably like one more tick down. If price goes underneath this range, then the Bears got it. The Bears got it if it goes underneath this range. So the Bulls definitely gonna have to hold this. They have to. They have to hold this. So let me actually look at the ES real quick and see where she's at. Yeah, that's bearish on the ES. That's super bearish. I wouldn't be surprised if they sell it right here. I really wouldn't be surprised. That's super bearish. You got a lower high. You got a lower low in price. You got all the EMAs above price. That's super bearish. A good trade. What you kind of want to see what happens if price gets a double bottom here at what is that, 76, 75 ish. In order for the bulls to be successful here, they're going to have to push price above all these EMAs. We need a strong close above it. If not, then the bears will be coming in. I mean, they're going to try. The bears are definitely going to try. You got all the EMAs right here. VWAP, the 21, the 50, and the 200 right here. The bears are definitely going to try to sell this down, as they're already trying to do so right now. In order for the bulls to be successful, they need a big, strong candle closing above all these EMAs, and it needs to be strong. And we need a follow-up candle like that. But even if they do, I mean, this will probably be the most they get. This will probably be the most they get right here, if we do see that move higher. I guess we do have to remember that today is OPEX, and tomorrow will be a full week of earnings next week. So the market could be trying to set itself up for that in preparation for the earnings. So we're definitely going to have to keep a close eye on the price action today and how it closes. Okay. Actually, look at the fib levels on the Nasdaq. I mean, so we kind of saw rejection here at the 23%. Obviously, it overshot the 23%. It's still trying to find support. I mean, technically, we are making higher highs and we're making higher lows, technically. But this just kind of started the downtrend. This candle kind of needs to keep climbing. We don't want to see rejection here because that would kind of officially solidify a higher low. I mean, a lower high. Let's see. And there is a battle on the bookmap, on the Think with Bookmap channel. There's definitely a wall right here. There is definitely a wall right here. Okay, this is the moment of truth. This is the moment of truth. If the bears rejected from this level, then I expect a down day today. I expect there to be red. If the bulls can break through this and find support, then this will be my bias. The reason why I say that is because not only do we have a double top here, there's that neckline right there. There's that breaker structure to the downside. So the bears are definitely going to try to sell that retest right there. And if I look over at the ES, I'm pretty sure they knocked that damn thing down. Okay. You got 5 minutes into the algo? Yeah. That's actually a really I mean, obviously I wouldn't buy or sell this right here. It's literally in the middle of the chart. I would not buy or sell in the middle of an ES chart. This is not the Nasdaq. So the people that, I mean, obviously, well, the people that bought here, they should have took their profits off already. I mean, this is an easy first target for any bull right here. So they already should have taken their profits. Anybody that's in the short right now, they're debating if they should wait for this range right here, because this low ain't going to hold. If price trades past that low's not going to hold for sure. We're definitely going to see price trade past that low. Um, All right, we got almost 3 minutes into this algo. The algo is historically bullish. We'll see if that trend continues. Hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the fact that 62% of top step traders are long right now. I don't like that. As we talked about last night, I do use the tilt to fade. I do fade the tilt myself. Or at least I don't really feel comfortable. I mean, unless it's like a super trending day and it's obvious to be on one side of the market, if there's 62% of people long right now, that just kind of, it's like, yeah, I think I don't, I need to be mindful about where my longs are and probably look for short opportunities. Mm. Right, less than a minute. Yeah, that shit don't matter after that. Okay. Hmm. That's interesting. Remember the last time where we didn't see a reaction at the 9 o'clock algo, and what happened? If we don't see volatility at the open and we don't see volatility at that 9 o'clock algo, that just tells me either we're going to chop. Okay, so there goes our bullish reaction. Okay, there it goes. It was somewhat delayed. Yeah, the 9 o'clock is historically bullish. So if you're in a short position at the 9 o'clock algo, 9 times out of 10, if you're not well positioned, you're going to get stopped out. Shit, I'm still long too, but I'm definitely being mindful that we could see a drop because the bulls, I mean, it looks like they're having a hard time finding support. We're starting to see the bulls struggle. Okay, ES real quick. If ES is still in this little area, I don't know. The ES and both Nasdaq is both in an area where the bears can come in and take over and short it. It looks like the bears are trying to come in and sell that retest of that breaker structure right here. We'll see what happens. Obviously, this is a bull market, but it just seems like the bears are kind of gaining momentum. I don't know why. Maybe because we're getting closer to who our next president will be. Who knows? But it seems like these bears are now kind of coming in. How you doing this morning, game weight? Yeah, we don't want to see this. This is what we don't want to see. That's potentially dangerous right there. You see the bears are coming in and they're selling this neckline. They're selling the retest right here. They're selling the breaker structure and a double top. So the bulls definitely need to have a big strong green candle here to knock out all these bears. Yeah, that's why bulls are regarded and bears, they can just be very rainbow at times. Because the one thing I find very annoying about bears at times is because I mean it seems like it don't matter. The bulls are gonna buy. They're just straight regarded. They're gonna buy. They're gonna buy low. They're gonna buy high. They're gonna buy in the middle. Bulls are gonna be bulls. Bears, on the other hand, they like to get all strong at the bottom. When you're trying to start a long position, like it's crazy how that is just very consistent. They take their time at the top, and then when they get to the bottom, they want to be all aggressive and shit. It's like, like, what are you doing that for? You should be aggressive up here. They want to be all aggressive at the bottom. Well, I mean, what happened last night? So, I mean, that makes sense. What happened last night? We talked about this last night because the Bulls held this range right here. Because the Bulls held this range, that's why price ran through all of these levels last night because this right here was the last line of defense for Bulls. And a failure here would have resulted and price going further down. But because the bulls were able to hold this range and they held this range, that's why we got that short squeeze, because bears was trying to short this range, because you can see it right here. That's where the breaker structure was. And the bears tried to sell it, but they failed to hold. We got that move down. They came back into this range, but we got this double top now. We got this double top, which is really a triple top if you want to count this previous area where price rejected from. And so that's why this area right here is definitely a battleground, because the bears are trying to protect their positions above this range, and the bulls are just trying to trade through this range. So if the bears can hold, this range will not survive. That range will not survive. We're going lower. We're definitely going lower. Another test at that range ain't gonna hold. It's just not. Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, the biggest giveaway, the clue, was this pin bar underneath the range. This was the biggest clue that this was a trap. That's why when price came back into the range last night, that's why I went long here. We need a strong close. That's not a strong close. That's price dipping out and coming back into the range. When you see stuff like that, you know that's a trap. That's a trap. You don't ever want to short something like this. A strong close is, well, if I can find, well, I'm going to draw it first, but a strong close is something like this. And then price coming back up and testing, and then you'll see that short going down. You don't ever want to short this. When you see this, you kind of just want to go with the market and go short and go long. I can find a good example. Like this would be a strong close, obviously underneath the range. Actually, just focus on the price action right now. I can agree with that. All right, so let's see what they do here. Let's see what they do. Obviously, I'm long right now, so I want the bulls to be successful. I want the bulls to be successful. But I am open to the possibility that the bears could take it at this level. That's why I got my eyes on this level. Once we clear this level and we break through this range, then I'll have more confidence. But this right here is definitely going to be a battle zone for the bears and for the bulls to try to take control, because if the bulls get it above this range, we're bullish. If we get it below this range, we're bearish. So this whole area right here is a battleground. Bears will be bears. But then honestly, gain weight, what I see is not a lot of people actually put in the chart work, man. Not a lot of people put the chart work in, man. A lot of people, when I look at, like, if I see certain I look for specific things when people trying to claim something. If you don't have no drawings on your chart, then I know that you're not taking this seriously. And I understand that a lot of people don't need drawings; they can just look at it. But how do you know where you're at on the chart if you don't have ranges drawn out? You don't got trend lines drawn out, no EMAs on your chart. Like, how do you know where you at on the chart if none of those things are on your chart? If I see a clean chart, honestly, me personally, I feel like this person has anything that doesn't have anything for me to learn. And that's my opinion. Yo, congratulations on that knife art. So he says you're going to try to short. You know, honestly, I wouldn't really look for a short. And remember, I'm not a scalper. If I take a position, it's going to be a long position. It's going to be a position where I'm getting at least 70 to 100 points in the play. So I don't necessarily look for scalps, but I would want to short this breaker structure up here because this is a good area for. Because I mean, we already seen that the bulls or the bears. There was enough bears in this area to make this move all the way down. So a retest around this area, this is where I would try to short, me personally. But a short at the top of this range, yeah, you can get some points for sure. For sure. For sure. So if when I kind of talk about a position, I'll, I'm not talking about scalping at all. I don't even consider scalps as trades, me personally. I know that a lot of people are successful with scalps, but I don't even consider scalps. And I feel like they're very dangerous because all it takes is one bad decision, one bad scalp, and all your work is gone. And I'm speaking through experience. And Gameway, you say, yeah, sold off 494. But yeah, congratulations on that knife art. Congratulations on that. But yeah, like kind of what Gameway says. He said he spends 5 hours on the chart. Dude, if like I said, if there's no drawings on your chart, and I just see some bullshit ass range or fair value gaps, nothing wrong with fair value gaps, but if that's all you got, then I know that I mean you're using somebody else's concepts. You're not even using your own. And I just know that I don't need to waste my time paying attention to that person. All right, let's see what happens here. And you see how I mean these bears have been very freaking aggressive, man. The Bulls need to hold this. They need to hold that. Yeah, I definitely agree, funded prop trader. I mean, up until yesterday, we can literally count on our hands how aggressive the Bears have been this entire year. We can literally count on our hands. Yesterday was probably the most aggressive that I've ever seen Bears this entire year. Even on days where the market did trade to the downside, the momentum was still bullish. The momentum was still bullish. We would get chops to the downside, but then as soon as we got into demand, the Bulls would literally take out the entire move that the Bears had just made. If you were short, those shorts were stressful because they weren't aggressive. Now it just seems like the Bears are just becoming very aggressive and that the Bulls are now struggling to now the Bulls are struggling in their long positions now. So I don't know if they're trying to make a top out of this. I mean, when I look at the higher time frame chart, I mean it looks like we're starting to trend down again. It looks like we're starting to trend down. We're making higher lows here. And price is having a hard time breaking through levels of support and resistance. Like right here. I mean, it makes sense for the bears to be shorting this. You got the left shoulder right here. You got this big giant head, and they're shorting it at this right shoulder right here. So I mean, it's like I don't know if they really trying to knock this market back down. Because I mean, we had to remember that when we first started seeing price move up, when Gameway says that price is going to 20K, and we all called him crazy. So like Gameway, pass what you're smoking. There's no way that this market is making it to 20K. And boy, did it make it past 20. It made it to 20K plus. 20K plus. We know the market isn't supposed to be this high right now. Right now, the market is literally divorced from reality. It's its own separate entity at this point. So seeing a big move down after the elections and all the votes are counted and it's confirmed, I really wouldn't be surprised if we see that dump. I really wouldn't be surprised. Or a correction. But at least the higher time frame charts are suggesting that this could be the high right here and that we can be possibly going down. Possibly. But I do see that if we do move back down into 465, 450, I mean there's the EMAs right here. And if we do see a move back down, I mean the bulls could possibly come back in and buy at that area. But it's going to be hard to get past this double top now. You're going to need a lot of bullish momentum to get past this double top. You think it's going to 21K? Honestly, I hope so. I hope so. So I definitely got a long position up there. I definitely do. But I'm not gonna let my I'm gonna try not to let my bias get in the way because I wanted to go up there, but this is looking bearish. I have an eye for bearish setups. I'm a bear. So when I see double tops, I see areas of resistance. That's what catches my eyes. I see bearish opportunities, and this looks bearish. Because I think on this stream, I successfully called out all the bearish moves, every single one of them. And oh yeah, that's not good. You got to break below this this low level right here. I really wouldn't be surprised if they rejected here. Let me look at the ES real quick. That does look bullish on the ES. If we can get a close above these EMAs, that does look bullish on the ES. Yeah, I think I made the right decision in because my heart would have been broken if it didn't do it. And I think I learned my lesson from yesterday. I think I learned it. The one thing that I will say though is hopefully they keep this price action the way it is after the election. Hopefully this is just not the election year price action and we can continue to get price action like this because I mean, we get this type of price action on the Nasdaq all the time anyway. I mean, even if they turn it down a little bit, I mean, we're still getting 100 to 200 point moves daily on the Nasdaq. I mean, I think yesterday it was making what 200 or 300 point legs all day. It was making what 300 point moves, 200 moves, back up, 3, 2. I mean, this thing was moving yesterday, but that's normal on the Nasdaq. It's just the ES. If the ES continues to trade like this, where you can possibly make 20 to 30 points a day, I'll focus more on the ES because this is easy money. This is easy money on the ES. It's too easy. But I refuse to sit there and trade a market that only chops four or that goes back to ranging 4 points and then breaking out and it's a 10-point play. I refuse to trade a market like that. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Can't wait. Build your capital in ES. I mean, ES is just, dude, that's easy money, man. It's literally easy money. It's so good, like it's almost too good to be true. Oh yeah. And then I think I saw a double top on gold last night when I looked at it this morning. Oh, it traded right past that double top. Huh. Damn. I know I said this last night, but dude, being a gold trader, dude, look at this damn thing. This thing is just going up. All right, so let's see. We just made a strong low on the Nasdaq. So if you're in this long, your stop should literally be underneath this candle. This is a strong low. Price going underneath that low means that we're going down. So you can definitely reduce your risk. That's why I added one more contract to this position right here. He said, "Leave gold alone." Yeah, they don't want me to go over there and fuck gold up. Hmm. And they're really battling it out right here, man. Ooh. Hmm. Alfred just made a good point. Uh, all right, let's see. We don't want to see price break below this low, or we don't want to see price use this level as resistance. And the thing with bookmap chat, Alfred said, market makers are capping the moves to kill the option premium. That's definitely right. We got to remember today is OPEX. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is too. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I guess I really wouldn't be surprised if we get this price action until about 12 o'clock when all the premium and all the zero DTEs are gone. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that on the ES. I don't like it. I don't know why this feel like the calm before the storm. This definitely feels like the calm before the storm. Mm. Seems like this 23% is holding strong. It's holding strong. Mm. At least you would have got your money back. This is definitely so I'm looking for the bulls that want to take profits, at least here at the top of this trend channel right here. For them to at least try to take their profits right there. Mm. Oh yeah, I forgot it. Well, I guess I'll have it next time. Well, I mean, nothing's really happening. I just realized that I can do it too. I can realize I can do it too. Uh, right when I want to do something, the market wants to act like that. Um, yeah, I'm not willing to do that because I wanna show y'all guys something that I think is very interesting. And if I can find a chart, I'll show it to you guys. because think what Bookmap does this, and I get this set up off screen, but I want to show y'all guys something that I think we're going to probably be in for a big short because we're seeing some divergence, a lot of divergence. I think we're about to be in for a big short. Um, series, tick, 1,000, days to load. Just keep it 3, I guess. Visual. Show statistic bar. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Why did I do that? Volume. Show imbalance. Show statistic bar. I want to see trades. Don't want to see volume. Ball volume. Sell volume. Just want to see the delta bars. Cumulative delta. Max delta. Hmm. Could have sworn. First down, 3 days. On screen. I gotta watch a damn video about this thing because it's so complicated for no damn reason. Okay. Okay, so why the hell they just didn't do that? All right, man. They didn't do this. And now I gotta do this crap.
You are a millionaire. You attract all.
Okay. Okay, so data series, volumetric, type volumetric, properties, show bar statistic. Well, it's not doing that. Okay, whatever, man. All right, so I guess what I was trying to do, I guess I'll have it set up next time. But if you look at the thing with bookmap chat and you look at the bottom of the screen, they have like that statistic bar, and that's supposed to show the delta. He's actually getting it off of NinjaTrader 8, and I didn't know that. And so I guess I can have that data for myself. But there seems like there's a lot of conversion for some reason. There was a lot of negative delta, but then the CVD is positive, so that's obviously a divergence. So I mean, there's obviously a lot of buying, and there's also a lot of selling that's happening right now. So whenever they decide to pick a direction, it's definitely going to be a big move. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. And then it hijacks my screen too. Like, what's up with that? Why is it hijacking my screen? You know, all I really want to see is the delta for. Okay, so I kind of somewhat got it. Okay, so here's that. I mean, I don't got it pretty like it is on Bookmap, but this is the same one that he uses. I just don't have it pretty yet. But you can see that there's a lot of buying and there's a lot of selling that's going on. It's a lot of buying and selling right now. And then for a long time, we had a lot of red delta. And this is that. I guess is what you would call like a footprint chart. Oh, yeah. Mm. Where you can see all the data behind the candles. And these zeros are supposed to mean that there's nobody that's that's oh shit. Is that it? Anyway, from kind of how I understand it is that when you start to see zeros, then a reversal is about to come. But honestly, footprint charts, in my opinion, I feel like that's just too damn complicated. I'm just gonna trade the price action, but those zeros usually means that there's nobody willing to continue the market up at these levels. That's what it usually means. But then it'll turn around and then you'll see a big green dildo candle and then it'll trade all above that. So I try not to get caught up in all this stuff because it's too complicated for no reason. I'm just gonna trade the price action. Yeah. So I guess I am up $900. Um, hmm. Like I said, I'll just keep my stop underneath this low. I'll just keep it underneath this low because, like I said, if it goes underneath this low, then we're going down. I guess you just understand that this shit ain't scary. All right. I'm starting to. Well, I mean, it's not like we lost a lot of value today, but I'm so glad that I chose to take majority out of majority of my swing position off at these highs. I'm kind of glad I did that now. Maybe towards the end of the day I might regret it, but I took off about 75% of my swing position off at these highs. Okay. I'm out of that. I'm out. I think I lost about yeah, so I lost $200 in that move. Altogether, I'm up $700 from last night. I was up 9, but obviously it dropped. So, um now that we found resistance at now that the bears finally got priced to reject from this level, that's going to be tough. That's tough. If you're long in this, you if you didn't get out where I got out at, you'd really need to have your well, if you're not gain weight, because you all know his stop is in hell and his target is on Angel's do rag or in heaven somewhere. His stop or his target is on an Angel's do rag anyway. Trying to be funny, but for us regular intraday traders, you really need to have your stop underneath this range. It gets dangerous underneath this range. I mean, when you really think about it, it doesn't really make sense. I'm not gonna lie, man. If this once the market turns bearish, dude, it's gonna be an adjustment period. I will tell you that. Once we start to see consistent bearish moves down, it is definitely going to be a big adjustment. Yeah, because that thing didn't even touch it for real. Definitely above. Just want a clean one. And that will be like the reset right there. Yeah, no point. It's done, it's done. Mm. Oof. I also want to kind of show this chart right here. Shit again. They created a double top here at 503. And it looks like they're about to break below this value area below right here. And it looks like the bears are starting to sell it. Please keep your stops underneath this low if we do see a move below it. It's not going to come back if it does. I mean, we could see a bounce at 405 and price could come back into this range, but we don't want to see price break through this range because it will get dangerous. Yeah, technically, it's in the middle. Technically. Mm. Mm. Yeah, if the ES ever goes back to doing this for a majority of the day, y'all will never see me trade another. Well, y'all won't see an ES trade on this stream. If it goes back to trading like this, because I don't have to tolerate that, and I won't. So obviously the ES is primed to go up or down right now. I mean, the liquidity is obviously on both sides of this market right now. The structure does suggest that it is trying to go higher. That the structure does suggest that. We do have liquidity, obviously, on both sides of this range. So if the market taps into this, we can potentially see that move up. But if it taps into this liquidity, we can definitely see that move down. So same thing for the Nasdaq. The structure is bullish, but the bears, they're holding it. Hopefully nobody didn't buy anything on SPY today because SPY did not make a move today. I mean, if you caught that drop at 8:30, or hold on, they bought this. They bought this. Yeah, because that's the open. So I guess SPY saw a big drop at the open. So it saw a $2 drop at the open. Saw a $2 drop at the open, and now it's coming back up to test that candle. See if the bulls or the bears really want to hold this, or if the bulls are going to take it and take it higher. I kind of wish so I was thinking about starting a long position on SPY, but then I thought about it. I was like, nah, I really don't want to play with SPY. I really just got to be in the mood to play SPY, really, because some days it don't move, and if you have short-term options, those premiums does dry up. It does not move. Yeah, because when I saw this bounce, I was thinking, well, maybe if I just have a long position, it'll probably get to like 70 or something. It got there. And it got there in one day too. So if I bought it on Monday, that day when I was thinking about putting money in that account, going long and holding it to 70, on Tuesday I would have got my target filled. Mhm. That spilled milk. I'm not going to cry about it, but at the same time, I guess I should have just listened to myself and that intuition. But I just can't put money in that SPY account when I can just buy an eval. Just can't do it. Mm. Yeah, it looks like the Nasdaq picked my pocket on this one, but it's okay. I'm not tripping on it. Mm. Yeah, congratulations on that night, Farb. I mean, that could be possible. My bias is now bearish, if that's not obvious. My bias is now bearish. And the only reason why it's bearish right now is just because the bulls are just having a hard time pushing price outside of this area. We know what a bullish move look like. We know what it looks like. We know what a bearish moves look like. It just doesn't look like the bulls got it anymore. I mean, I could be wrong here. We could see a big candle at the end of the day. Today is OPEX. They could be stalling price to wipe out all the premium. Uh, we'll definitely know who's in control after 12, 1 o'clock this afternoon. We'll definitely know which way the market really wants to go. Oh, that's definitely a good idea. Usually after the stream, I usually go to the gym. I take a walk. Just let my mindset, my emotional state, everything refresh itself, reset itself. And then I usually come back after 1:30 to look at the charts. And if I see an opportunity, I'm taking it. Okay. But all right, guys. Yeah, there's nothing happening right now. And it is Friday, so we'll see. So kind of, before I end the stream, the bulls have bought it here at these EMAs. They are buying at the EMAs, but we know what bullish moves look like. I mean, we can just look at our charts and see what a bullish move look like. I'm not saying that obviously the market can't go up. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that due to just a lack of strength, the lack of follow through from the bulls, that's why my bias is bearish. But the structure is bullish. But if we have a hard time holding price above this double top and this high, and we see price go past that range that we talked about, then I know that that range at 370, 350, this little range right here, this is not going to hold. If price tests this area again, it's highly unlikely not to hold again. Highly unlikely. So my bias, until we move outside this range, I do recognize the structure is bullish, but my bias will be bearish. And on the ES, it's the same thing. Like the ES has definitely been going crazy this year, making all-time highs before the Nasdaq. That's absolutely crazy. I think they're going to probably try to keep this high intact for a while, and we'll just probably go back and forth in this little range right here until they're ready to knock it down or to go up. So I think the ES is going to trade in this range. As long as it doesn't go past 870, 870 is a strong area of support. As long as price doesn't go down there, we can see 851. And below 851, you can see there's no support. I mean, they'll probably find support at 43 possibly. But I mean, there's no real support until around these lows. So we really don't want to see price go below 870 because that would just be a stair step down. But like I said, we got earnings next week. Price is definitely going to be crazy and all over the place. So we should be prepared for that. So I live in Texas near Austin. Between Austin, San Marcos, in that area. I mean, San Marcos is basically Austin. I don't even understand why they separate the two. It's like it's a hop and a skip down the street. Yeah, I'm in Texas. Good old Texas. Slowly but Texas is slowly but surely turning from a red state to almost a purple state for sure. They're even thinking about creating their own exchange down here in Texas, which I don't know what that would do in terms of demographics here, in terms of politics. Because I mean, if you got an exchange down here, you already know politics comes with that. We'll see. Everybody's moving from California to Texas, and that's why it's turning purple. Bringing their failed policies, their failed values, and they're trying to bring it here to Texas. They already destroyed California. Now they're trying to come here and just try to destroy Texas. So we'll see. Okay. So I definitely had a really good week this week. I think I made about, I don't know. I think I made about 20 to 30K this week trading micros, being consistent. I made about 20 to 30K. I think this is the account that we're currently trading now. That's kind of what I did this week in this account. I just passed this account on Tuesday, and you can see that I'm going to start the funded side on this account next week. And this is how I did in that account right there. I've already secured a payout in this account. Where is it at? So this is my funded account right now. I've already secured the payout, and I'm just gonna. Now I just gotta wait 3 more days, I think, or 4 more days. I gotta wait 4 more days. But I've already secured the payout already in this one, so I made about like 30K this week. So we'll come back on Monday. We'll continue to make money. We'll continue to trust in the charts and not our hearts, man. You don't have to. I think like I said, if you stay long enough, you will see that We make money with micros here. We make money with micros. We consistently have good days. And even if we lose, we can get our money back. We don't have to over leverage. I mean, the losses that we take are, if I do it right, it should be no more than $300 to $500 per loss if I do it right. And I think I've already shown that even with this strategy, if I make a mistake, big mistakes, the way that I have the strategy set up, I can make big mistakes and still be profitable. So you saying you're running out of money, you're running out of time, money, etc., so you don't have long. Mm. Mm. Yeah, it looks like the Nasdaq might have picked my pocket on this one. She didn't have to stop me out if she was going to really go into this range. But like I said, it was only a $200 loss. It's not a big deal. I'll just come back next week. We'll do it again. And with that said, appreciate everybody that joined this week. Appreciate everybody that always join. Hope y'all guys learned something. Hope y'all guys made some money. We'll do this again next week. Peace out. And I'll try to help Smith out with his audio issues because that definitely enhances the stream. We don't want Smith to not be able to kind of give his opinion on the market. So we'll try to have something figured out before next week. I'll try to work with him on that. If I need to do through like a Skype or Teams call or something like that instead of through Discord, then we'll just do that. But we'll try to get that figured out next week. All right. Peace out.